honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. They slept on the team that trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. I hear a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the
What down? 180. Check, walk 54. Hey, pick your game up. Check. Your mind. 36. You got tight right there. OP.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Just like that. Check. Shit. White Monday down. Get down.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a third and 11.
Watch the shit. Hey, dude.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got it down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third? This one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
Chopper. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And now that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score 7. Giants nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to power through. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, this is Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this throw will be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. That's what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
93.
Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ibuka. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Back to you. Check three. Go.
From the gun, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Davis. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Check. Protein split. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's how we do.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch it. Set, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Set. 18 Gator. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Fresno.
Both sevens and Mike.
Oh, you got deep? Ready, go!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Let's go, you tighten up.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You right, Eddie? Even. 4 down, even. 93.
Carr now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get down. You ready?
58, come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got it.
Hey, 734.
On first down, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Giants nothing.
Down. 185.
Two right here. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Let's do it.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill. Right and 1. Right there. You ready?
To throw his Carr. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Got it? That was the mic. Watch 57.
That's what I do.
Check 24. Grace don't travel. Switch. Ready, let's go.
On 1st down, Allison
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Yeah. I got it. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ready. And go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
10 Tucson.
Work your left because I'm about to take you to school. Check 37. Check 37.
Pilot 64. Weak.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
It's coming this way. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Switch.
61. Matchbox. Right. Ready.
Here's Davis running right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All the way back home, yo.
80 weapon. Slam. Hut. And go.
They'll run on 1st down. Allison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hatchet.
66. Bullet high. Come on up. Let him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Kill.
General. West. Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Davis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Show it up. Cut it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
It's third and goal.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
7:34.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I don't think you got it, son. Later 58.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Wahoo! 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Raiders 28, Giants nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Now,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Topper!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
808.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Set. 18 Gator.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Off play action. Franks. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw again. Franks. This will be caught by Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Here we go. Squeeze, get in there. Orbit.
Looking to throw. Franks. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Recon, 132 fighter. Set high.
47's a Mike, 47's a Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Set, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allison shedding the tackle. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
42. Giants nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr going to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Franks is going to float this over the middle deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
6-18.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this is Shepard on the catch. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. A first down carry for Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Allison. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allison, he's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
What down?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
93. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught by Davis. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
No.
On first down, Allison. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Down. Blue lady.
Mike. Bring it. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, 734.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Buzz.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. To throw on 2nd down. Franks looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Davis will try to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Davis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Carr. Space to maneuver at the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
as they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Raiders, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.